Hello there, my friends. The other day I had one of you ask me if I would do one of my OG eyeshadow tutorials. Hi, Lori. And I just wanted to go back to the basics of when I first started doing this and when I found my favorite way to do my own eyeshadow. Now, I have fairly deep set eyes, so I don't have hooded eyes, but you can very easily convert this into a hooded eyeshadow tutorial if you want to. And this is one that probably goes back to like 2018, 2019. So it's very, very, very simple, but it works every single time for me. No matter what shadows I choose, it just works for me. So today, that's what I'm gonna do for you. I'm gonna transform these eyes. And as I'm using the products, I will tell you what they are, but there's a number that will go up on the screen and then go down into the description box and look for that number and it'll tell you about any color or anything I use down there. And you'll be able to shop with the links if you want to. And I appreciate you using my affiliate links because it always helps me out so much. So I'm going to be using the Colourpop Stone Cold Fox palette. This is, again, an OG for so many people. It has so many nice colors in it and you can get a great look out of this. I'm only going to be using 4 eyeshadow brushes and I will tell you what those are as we go along. And then if you're interested in any of the rest of the makeup that I have on today, or the shirt or the jewelry or anything, that will be listed and linked below for you as well. Okay, we're gonna start out what we want to do. Again, transition color. I did put on my eyelids the Anastasia Beverly Hills primer. I love that primer because as you can see, it's very bright and it's very opaque and it takes away any darkness. And I put it clear up to my eyebrow, and then after I blend it, I make sure I set it with a tiny bit of powder because I don't want it to crease. So we're going to start out with this color right here, and I don't know color names, so forgive me, but we're going to start out with this color right here, and this is going to be my transition color. It is just an unassuming light brown. Take that light brown, start out the tail of your brow, and you're almost up to the tail of your brow, and just start back and forth, very small, not big windshield wiper motions, but very small back and forth into the inner part by the inside of your brow, and make sure that you're matching the shape of your brow. This is so important to put this above the crease and where you actually see it. So if you have a hooded eye, this is your hood right here. So you want to make sure that you see where that's going. So just go back and forth. When you get towards the tail of the brow, give it a little wiggle out there and just spend a little bit of time blending. Blending is always going to be your best friend. When you take that shadow out here to the edge by the tail of the brow, you're elongating your eye, you're drawing your eye out. So even if you do have hooded eyes, you're still making your eye look bigger. And by the way, that was a Rephr 27 brush. It's very fluffy and it's great for blending everything out. Now I'm going to take an angled brush from BK Beauty, and I forgot the number, and it's rubbed off of here. This is my favorite brush forever for doing any sort of crease work or any sort of going on the outer V. I'm gonna go into this deep brown color right here, but I'm going to mix it with the one that is a little bit warm. So warm and cool together. Now, when I want to load that brush so that I don't get too much on in one place, I'll just take my mirror, because mirrors are easy to clean, and I'll just push the product down. So then I'm gonna go right down in the crease and right down in the corner of the eye with the brush facing this way. So the longest part of the angle is out and the brush is in, and I'm just going to start to very slightly deposit that color. More than anything, we're just laying down color right there. Not blending yet. We will in a second, but not yet. Just lay down the color in the corner. Now, once we have a good amount put on there, then you're going to go ahead and pull into the crease just a little bit. But if you have a hooded eye, go above the crease, just barely enough for it to be able to be seen when your eyes are completely open. Now, if you turn the brush, so I was using the brush with the long part of the angle out. Now I'm going to turn it so the long part of the angle is in, and I'm going to use that brush to make a little V right here, or a little tail for my eyes. And that way we also get that swoop effect or that little elongated effect on our eyes. This is what works for me. If it doesn't work for you, experiment. Use other people's, incorporate what I do or incorporate another person. Kind of draw from people that you watch do eyeshadow tutorials to match yours, especially if they have an eye shape that's closer to yours. This one works for me because I do have those deep set eyes. And then I'm going to go back in with that original brush, that Rephr brush, and I'm just going to blend those two together very, very, very well. I'm also going to take that angled brush and I'm going to do just a little bit over on the lid, bring the color, and then I'm going to go into the light colors in the palette. So I'm going to use the bright, it's like it's not the white, this is the white right here. So this is the off-white, creamy color. And I'm just going to put that on my finger. And you can do this with a shimmer. You can do this with any color that you want to. I'm going to do it with this matte because I wanted this particular tutorial to be all matte. And this is a good way for you to deposit the color in a fairly saturated manner. And I just got a little bit right there. I'll have to clean that up in a minute with a spoolie. Very easy to do. You're not doing any blending. You're just, again, depositing the color. Get it down towards the inner part of your eye as far as you can. And then you're going to take a flat paddle brush. This one is a Rephr 02. And I'm going to go down into that color again. I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to go into this inner corner to take away any darkness that I might have and to give a little brightness in that inner corner. Now I'm going to pick up that angled brush and I'm going to go over all the shadow together to make sure that that is seamless right there. Doesn't take a lot of blending at this point. And then one more time, back over everything with your original 27 Rephr brush to make sure everything is blended all together. So that was the eyeshadow part. We're going to use that eyeshadow just a little bit in a minute as well, but right now we're just going to go in with the L'Oreal Infallible Grip Mechanical Pencil, and this one is in brown denim. This one I do need the closer mirror for. Did end up with some fallout on that. I knew that was going to happen. I'm going to take this brush from BK Beauty and just try and brush that away a little bit. Then take that pencil out in the outer corner, lay down a lot of that pencil. I mean, give it a good, I don't know, 4 or 5 strokes out there in that outer corner. Put a good amount of the pencil out there so that you can have some to smudge. This is a pencil brush from Sigma. It's an E30. It's my favorite pencil brush, but you can use any pencil brush you want. And just smudge back and forth, keeping the majority of that color out on the outer part of your eye. Pull it out and up towards the brow. Now I used an eyeliner. If you want to, you can just go ahead and use the eyeshadow. I use the eyeliner and then I will take a little bit lighter of a shadow out of here, kind of clean off the pencil brush a little bit. And then I'm going to take a shadow out of here. Let's see. Let's do a combination. Well, let's do this one over here. Let's do this one. Kind of got a little bit of pink in it, but we'll kind of go back and forth and make our own. And then I'm going to just go underneath and kind of blur out that shadow. Now, what that does is 2 things. It gives you a softer look, but it also gives you a longer lasting eyeliner. Now I'm gonna do my mascara. One of the things I learned very recently about doing my mascara, if I curl towards the tip of my eyelashes and then I go in further and curl towards the base, so 2 curls, you can do more if you have longer lashes. I just don't. It just seems to really hold that curl better for some reason. So what I want you to do is curl it that way just to see how it works for you. Now I'm gonna go off camera and I'm gonna do 2 coats of mascara because this takes me a really long time. And so I'll see you in just a minute with my mascara on. Wow, what a difference mascara makes, right? We're almost done. We have one more step, and that is with the black eyeliner. This one is from Rare Beauty, and I'm just going to take this black eyeliner and I'm going to line my waterline in my top lashes. So I just look down. Any of you that have been with me for very long Know that I shake really bad because I have a palsy, not because I'm nervous. I am on medication for that now, but some days it's not quite enough. So that's everything. That's the whole tutorial. It was very simple, very easy. It probably, when I'm not teaching and when I'm not talking, probably takes about 10 minutes to do this full eye. And I love it. It's one that I wear almost every day. You can use any color you want to. I've used roses, I've used burgundy, purple. I haven't done blue, but I've done a lot of blue eyeliner and teal eyeliner, green eyeliner, whatever you want to put on the bottom, smudge it out and then set it. And that kind of sets off your eyes as well. Now, if you have any questions, let me know all of those down in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you. Hope that you did enjoy seeing this very easy OG eyeshadow all matte tutorial today. I hope that you come around and see me again in my next video and that you are all doing really well. Thank you for spending your time with me. I love you much. Goodbye, my friends.